one of the scariest things for me, having people working, especially when I'm not with them, is this right here. What's up, YouTube family? Gerald Greenlee here with Clean Green Lawn Service in beautiful South Georgia. I hope y'all having a great day. Man, I got my truck parked way out here. I guess I left it out here yesterday. Anyway, you just saw the guys pulling out. They are going. Goodness, they are headed to the college. We got the college and either one or two small ones today. Goodness, I don't know what that is. I'm not going today, not because I'm sick. That cough has nothing to do with sickness. I don't know why I'm coughing. But I got a couple of funerals. So nobody in the church, just people in the community. One of them is another pastor in the area that passed away. And so his funeral's today. And then another one is a pastor that I know really good, and his son passed away. And so I'm gonna try to hit one visitation, maybe go to one of the visitations, one of the funerals, because they're at the same time. And I could have went out with the guys, but we could have left like early. It's 7:30. Well, it was 7:30 when they got here. It's probably 7:45 now. We could have left, you know, at 6:30 this morning. I could have went out and worked a couple of hours, but they don't have a lot of work to do today. And if I would have went out that early, we probably would have took Z-Man, so there would have been 5 of us, and which would have worked real good at the college. We could have beat that bad boy down, but then they wouldn't end up getting but, you know, 4 hours today. So the way it's going to work out, you know, they'll probably end up with you know, well, I'm not sure about 1 yard yet. I got a message sent out to the lady because it's very dry here. Some of them we don't need to cut. Hers is irrigated, but I think she on. Some people around here irrigate, but they irrigate like 3 times a week or something like that. Basically, they just keep the grass alive. They're not trying to get it to grow. They're just trying to keep it from dying. So anyway, I sent her a message last night. Haven't heard back from her. She'll probably message me. So they, at the most, they got like 3 properties to do today, and you know, they'll probably be at the college. They'll probably be at the college 5 hours. You know, well, it shouldn't take much more than that anyway. And of course, they got to go fill up with gas because we had to rearrange the mowers. I let them take the stander out with them this morning, and so yeah, because it'll be faster. So anyway, we'll probably ride by and check on them on the way to the funeral home. All right, it's always something, man. Always something. Have them take an edger up there to the college. But you know, I had that little edger. It's a residential edger, and it probably just ain't. I mean, I know it's not built for doing that, but we edge that thing every time we go. I mean, we hard edge. But something happened. I guess the cable broke on it or something. 003 said it's running, but the blade's not spinning. So anyway, I'm about to take the Shendawa power head up there with an edger on it, and that'll get them fixed up, get them took care of. So I sent them, like I said earlier, by themselves because I'm gonna run up here and drop this off. I was gonna wait and drop it off on my way up to the funeral home, but And I probably could have. Probably should have just went home, changed real quick and done that. Now I'm going to end up driving 30 miles. Well, not 30. Probably, yeah, 26 at least, round trip to drop this off. But I don't want to hold them up. What I got them doing, because there's only 2 mowers, because I didn't take the other trailer. So one of them went and got the pine cones up and was going to edge while one cut. Elroy will be cutting the whole time, and 002 could cut while 003 got the pine cones up and did the edging. When he got done with that, 003 would jump on the stander, and 002 would go do all of his trimming with a string trimmer. So anyway, it is what it is. But they'd get them done the fastest, because if one guy did the edging and the string trimming, you know, well, first of all, that's a lot on one person. I mean, that's a lot of walking. It's better to divide it up if you can. And number 2 is he would get done, and you know, those guys would probably still be mowing. So anyway, well, I think we mowed it in 3 hours. The actual mowing time last time, I believe, was 3 hours for the actual cut, mowing the 15 acres. So it would probably come out about right, because that's essentially what they're doing now anyway. They're just swapping. But what I didn't want them to do is show up there and one of them start edging and picking up pine cones and the other one trimming, and there's only one more on the property. Because then what would happen is one guy wouldn't have nothing to do for 2 hours, you know. So anyway, I'm gonna get up here and maybe I can get you a little bit of footage of what they got going on. And looks like I got to get me an edger, man. Looks like I got to get me an edger. I'm probably gonna buy another one. Probably gonna buy a big power head like the 2620. Those things are heavy, but man, you know, they do the job. And they don't have one. I know they ain't gonna have one at my dealer here. They got in a big order of Echo, but they don't have any commercial edgers. So I'll probably end up having to run over to that other place where I bought it at, and I may just get a straight. I don't know. I may just get a straight edger. I mean, when I say straight edger, I'm not necessarily talking about straight shaft. I'm just saying one that you don't change out the heads on. Because if I go buy one, pay $300 and something for it, and it comes with a string trimmer head that I ain't gonna use, because I already got one, and then have to pay another $100 and something for the edger attachment, I'd probably be better off just, you know, even though that thing would be versatile. I don't know. Well, first of all, I'm going to have to see what they got. Sometimes you limited on that, and I can't be down to one edger, not coming in this time of year running 2 trailers. So anyway, when I get up here, I'll show you what they got going on, and I'll check back with you. All right, man. Here we go. See if we can find a sighting of somebody. I see the stander out there running around. Elroy would still be on the back right now. Man, they got a lot of people up here today. I don't know what they got going on. But looks like they got a lot of people out and about. Out and about. And there's 002 way over there trimming. So yeah, out here getting done. A lot of people here today, though. I don't know what they got going on, but a lot of folks here. Just getting a little ride by, man. Got this end looking good. Got this end looking good. That old place out there is rough, man. It is rough. Now we don't do this ditch. They didn't do the ditch because I guess being well, the state wouldn't accept liability for people out there working, you know, from the college, and so they didn't do the ditch. And they told us when we come just to cut where was cut, and I asked specifically about the ditch, and they said no, don't do it. So there's that Super S. Anyway, they cheesing, man. They get to take that bad boy out. We got all this down here on this end to do, and then there's a bunch in the back. But yeah, they like taking that Super S out. I don't let them take that too much, but it cuts a lot better. Well, cutting that right there, it wouldn't really be that big of a deal. But the Super Z would be fine, but the S definitely cuts better than the other two mowers. And on that big property, I just figured I'd let them take it. So now, if I was out working, I'd have it with me, man. So anyway, you know, that's what we got going today. And I want to talk just a minute. One of the scariest things for me, having people working, especially when I'm not with them, is this right here. When that phone rings, now look, things are gonna break, things are gonna happen. That's a part of business. Windows get broke, equipment gets broke. Sometimes it's from negligence. Sometimes it is exactly what we call it, is an accident. Things happen. But I don't really care. Now, I'm not saying I don't care about equipment getting broke or stuff getting damaged. I do care, because all that stuff costs money. It costs the business money. But that's not my greatest fear. If you want to call it a fear. When this phone rings, my first thought is, I hope there's nothing wrong with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Not did something get broke, did they run out of gas, is the customer mad about something, does the customer want them to do something we're not supposed to do? It's that stuff never comes to my mind. The first thing that comes to my mind is everybody okay? You know, because you're out there dealing, man, you're dealing with equipment, and you know, we always stress, you know, hey, be safe. You know, don't now, you know, if you notice all of my stuff, I've thought about taking the guard off of my trimmer, because there's some properties that I do that it would really benefit me not to have that guard on there. And I'm not saying I won't take the guard off of my trimmer, but all of my equipment has got the guards on it. Even the mowers, as aggravating as it is, they got the guards on the belts. And we just take them off, you know, at the end of the day or whatever, and blow them out. Does that take more times and a little bit aggravating? Yes. But it's just it's a safety, you know. And I don't want somebody to get out there and get hurt. I don't want somebody to get hurt, period. I certainly don't want them to get hurt, you know, out there working for me. And you know, I mean, it's one thing the trimmer slims a rock up, gives you a little bruise on your shin bone, or you know, you're picking up stuff, you get a splinter in your hand. I mean, that kind of stuff, yeah, okay, that's part of life, right? But you know, I mean, it happens every day, man. People go out and go to work and, you know, get in accidents, or you know, something breaks and hurts somebody, and that's always. So that, I don't know. I'm sure if you got folks working for you, you're probably like me, man. When that thing rings, thinking, oh man, I hope everything is okay. So we can get new trimmers, you know, edgers, windows, blades, belts, clutches, whatever. Mowers if we have to. I don't know if we can get new mowers. Don't seem to be any of those available. So, but you know what I'm saying. You can replace stuff. You can't replace, you know, tell, hey, put the safety glasses on. They're good about that, wearing those safety glasses. But safety glasses on, man, you know, and they pretty well wear boots, and so that protects a lot too. But I don't know, man, just, you know, like when they do the banks for me, they don't edge the highways, the curbs on the highways. I said, don't get out there on that highway. You know, and I'll go ever, you know, when I go, I'll edge those. And it's just, you know, and I could get hit, but that's me. That's not somebody working for me. I don't want to get hit either, obviously, but anyway, just throwing that out there, man. And I just say this: be as safe as you can be. You know, have the things that you need to be safe. You know, at least the devices and stuff that are in place, use those things. So anyway, let me get off here. Got to get home, get changed, and then turn around, come right back up here. So, but I'm gonna be dressed a little bit different then. So anyway, I'll probably just go ahead and close out this video here. And you know, if me and Z-Man go out and do something this afternoon or what have you, I'll come back and add it into the video maybe. So, or do another one. Who knows? I bet it won't be long. I think I'm gonna go by Arby's and eat. I don't know how much the guys got left. They should be getting close to finished, but I bet you they're gonna come up to Arby's. They'll come up to Arby's. Them boy, I know they're gonna eat. 003's with them. They gonna eat. So I got my nice clothes on now. I decided to throw this footage in. Obviously, I done been by the I done been to the funeral now. Done there. So I gotta get something to eat. Arby's is a good place to go. So I'm gonna go over here and grab me something to eat. See if the posse comes in there. Like I said though, it may be another 30 minutes before they done. I'm not even sure what time they got started because they had to go fill up the mowers. I didn't do all that yesterday. So anyway, if they happen to show up, I'll buy them a meal. So we'll see what happens. Well, they never did come to eat, but that's because they were still out working. They would have come up there, but they went ahead and decided to do the last yard, and then I guess they'll probably go find them something to eat before they quit today. Especially since I pay them through lunch. Gotta eat on the clock, man. But man, they doing a jam up job today as far as time. I ain't went and looked at the property, but I'm sure they did what they needed to do. They knocking them out, you know. So anyway, I got to get back to the house now and got the edger fixed. I should have known what it was. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Well, there was something wrong with it, but nothing. It just, the head on that thing turns. I can't show y'all what I'm talking about today because I'm in my clean clothes and I'm not gonna lay it on my arm. But I kind of laid the head of that edger on the outside of my arm when I'm edging, and edge with one hand, and I noticed the motor turning. Well, in the process, the motor has slid up the shaft. Therefore, the cable lost contact with the power head. So I ran it by the dealer, and when I pulled it out the back of the truck, I looked and I seen that shiny spot on there. You could tell where the head had moved, and I said, oh man. Well, I was already there, so I said, just to make sure, I got him, he loosened up 2 screws, slid it back down, tightened them up, worked fine. But I said, you know, just to make sure, I'll go ahead and you know, let him do it real quick, and he didn't charge me nothing for it anyway, just the way he is. But you know, so and look, if I'd have thought, this will sound bad probably, but I know how he is, how they are.
if I thought I was gonna get charged for it, I would have took those screws loose, slid it down on there, and tightened it up myself at the house. But I was already there when I was taking it out of the truck and noticed it, and I thought, well, heck. I said, but now I'll let him do it real quick just to make sure it's not something else. So anyway, hadn't put it on the ground yet, but it cranks up, blade spins, everything seems to be doing fine. So anyway, got that. Look like the guys have had a good day. They should be, like I said, done now. They're probably eating somewhere. So yeah, man. So it's 12:47 on Friday, and we done. Now I do have some other projects I could go do. Not committed to them for today, and I don't know, man. May just stay around the house. One of the guys from the church was cutting grass at the church, so Z-Man went over there to help him. You know, just to give him something to do while I was going to the funerals. So anyway, that's what we got going on. All right, let's man, I got the video so mixed up now. I've already done the closing, so we're gonna get back to that. Hey, appreciate you watching. My prayer for you is always the same, that the Lord might richly bless you, and that you might see all of your blessings as from Him. Hope you have a great day.